Hi, Brian Bjornson again with another rambling rant for the A1SA Society. Some of you might notice I've got a slightly new look here. The mustache is the same, but decided to grow my hair out because I think I look better that way, but that's my opinion. No, what? So are sub, the subjects of what my rants are about are based on my opinion. They're based on my study of history and a number of other subjects. Today's rant is based on the question, when is the socialist bubble going to burst? Uh, there are two political parties, or the progressives and the progressive lights, the Democrats and the Republicans. Both of them tend to like big government. The Democrats, the progressives, the socialists want it to be as big as possible. The conservatives just think that it should be big, but they can do a better job of running it than the progressives can. It's just something that is not going to work. Socialism, which is what the progressives advocate, does not work. Plain and simple, socialism does not work. Sooner or later, as Margaret Thatcher said, you run out of other people's money. And if we haven't gotten there yet, we're awful damn close. Our government is $18 trillion plus in debt. We have an unfunded liability for Medicare and Medicaid of $100 to $107 trillion. All of the progressives, socialists running for president want to create more freebies, more government programs that would cost another $18 trillion. The math is simple. Our government's 18 trillion in debt right now. The gross domestic product, the GDP of our country, is about 18 trillion. You spend all the money our government has, or all the money if you theoretically sold the entire country, you wouldn't get enough to pay off the debt. So the idea of raising the taxes on the rich is not going to work. The money isn't there, folks. Never has been, never will be. So, we've got a current debt of 18 trillion, unfunded liabilities of 100 trillion to 107 trillion. So a total of about $125 trillion in debt and unfunded liabilities. Now the progressives want to add another $18 trillion in new government programs and spending. Where is the money going to come from? Again, it's not going to come from the rich. There aren't enough rich people in the country to do it. And this idea that the Democrats running for president want to be called progressives, they're not progressives. The most progressive idea in politics, in the history of the world of politics, is the idea that all men are created equal. It's so progressive that the United States has come close, but we haven't achieved that idea. No country in the world has. No country in the world ever will. But the United States might not be perfect, but it's a lot closer to that ideal than any other country is. And the progressives completely reject the most progressive idea in the history of politics, the idea that all men are created equal. So how can they be progressives when they are rejecting the most progressive idea in politics. You know, they are regressives. They want to return our country to the feudalistic royalty government by the elites, and it isn't going to work. And especially when our government, our country, our government is so deeply in the red. And that's the fact, Jack.